Hello again. It's been a while. So it is Wednesday 7th of May. Maker Central is next week and I'm definitely behind on what I had planned to be making like special. There will be a few surprises of new things that I haven't been doing and I haven't been kind of bringing to markets with me. But I'm just getting ready for a resin pour. There's my beautiful Ticci's molds, Ticci Supplies molds there. And I'm going back to the J Diction for this one as well. My safety equipment, Wednesday the 7th. So yeah, let's get cracking on some work. I'm gonna try and vlog as much of the rest of this week as I can and get it up this weekend. Not this weekend. I'm gonna do, right, so I haven't fully thought this through, but it's been a minute since I've filmed anything. So my plan is, sorry, that was probably very unpleasant. So my plan is to move away from the tutorials, move away from the making videos, and do more vlog style stuff. So do more like these, because I'm fairly certain that I'll do better in the algorithm. But anyway, I'm still learning, as is evident. Anyway, so yeah, so it's been a couple of weeks since I've uploaded anything, so apologies for that. But I'm going to kind of vlog the kind of lead up to Maker Central. I'm very excited for it. It's definitely the biggest show I've ever traded at, so that's going to be incredible. If my new slightly higher dose of levothyroxine for my underactive thyroid could kick in faster, I'd be so grateful, because the low energy is really getting to me. So yeah, if that could happen, then thanks, but I have no control over that, so it is what it is. Anywho, yeah, so getting some stuff sorted, making some changes, making some new stock, and topping up on stock that I haven't had kind of on the table for a while, because some of it's kind of hard to keep in stock. Not to blow my own trumpet or anything, but yeah, there are some pieces that I make that they're pretty popular, it seems, and I only have 2 of each of these molds. So I'll show you what I mean in a second. So I haven't had any of these in stock on the table for what feels like forever. So I'm going to do a few kind of glittery versions of these guys, because they usually go really well. And I've got a few other kind of cute ones in a similar sort of vibe to these. So that should be good. I'm also going to restock the kind of the big earrings. I've got a good plan for polymer clay making. That should be good. I've written out a good detailed list of all of the clays that I'll need and the relevant kind of paints and designs and the cutters, because it was all getting very overwhelming. I needed a better plan, basically. So yeah, I'm just gonna get cracking, really, and we'll see what the rest of the week holds. I'm not planning a day off now until after Makers. I've had a lot of downtime recently and it's not doing tremendously well for my brain. So there might be some days when I take it slightly easier, but I'm not planning a day off, so we'll see how that goes. Cool. See you in a minute. I've been wearing my PPE, okay? This is how you know you get a good seal. Are you marked? For ages afterwards. Oh dear, right, so that's one shelf done in that box. That's my Kieran box. That's on where my resin goes. It's on a leveling table and it's got acrylic shelves. I'll give you a nice tour of that later. So yeah, that's gone really nicely. It just needs to have a little bit of a break and a breather, have a little bit of downtime. You can see me better there. Have a bit of downtime, maybe have my lunch, and then I'll get cracking with another resin pour. I mean, I may as well. I'm not planning on opening the shop today, so I may as well just get on with it, eh? Great, all right then, let's do that. Plan. So this is my resin curing box. It is a few sheets of acrylic inside with some dowels on to keep them separate. And it's on my leveling table because the floor in my studio is not level. So it's the best option. So this is a way that I can kind of seal. I've not cleaned my cups out because it's glitter. And who wants to clean glitter out of plastic cups? It's just a pain. So when I'm glittering, I do use disposable cups. But yeah, there we go. That can be left now for 24 hours. I've also made a note of how much. I'm terrible at keeping a note of how much resin I need for what molds. So this way I know how much resin has been used. So I've poured 8 ounces today, which is a bumper day at Lady Bostitch, I have to say. So, got some pieces here that I didn't realise needed painting and finishing. Nice red glittery ones. So I'll get to those when I do all the painting for these. So yeah, it's been a good day. I've tidied up my desk. This is all ready for tomorrow. These are the next few bits that I want to do. Some cats, different cats. So got my mica powders out for the calico, and then we've got everything I need for the galaxy cats and the cosmic cats. And then this is the next round of glitter that I want to do, but I probably won't do that tomorrow. Yeah, beautiful, done, sorted. I have only been here a couple of hours, so it's been 1 week since you looked at me. Yeah, it's been a couple of hours. When did I get here? Like 11. So I've been here for 3 maths. Yes, 3 hours already. Maths and time, not strong suits. So I'm gonna let this resin do. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna do some more tiny crochet, and I'm gonna do some tiny embroideries, and I'm just gonna sit on my sofa and be at home, so that'll be nice. Yeah, I'll update you later what I get up to. Time to get the bus. I made it home, yay. Currently ensconced on the sofa in my little nest, surrounded by crafting materials, such as my sewing box. So I'm gonna get on with some little embroideries. I've drawn some designs out on the fabric. Has that come out? Yeah. So I've drawn these on. This is heat removable pen. So I just need to iron it afterwards and all the pen will come off, which is good. But these are the designs that I've done. These are the new ones joining the collection. I've had some made for a little while. So I'm going to put those out this time. So there will be 4 different skills, crafts, materials. What's the word I'm looking for? Mediums, I suppose. Out on the table this time. So I've got my tiny embroideries. I've got my crochet as well. Just gonna go and grab that a second. I'm back. Yeah, I've got some tiny crochet. So a little wee granny square. This is, oh gosh, how big would that be? I don't know, I'll measure it in a bit. And I'll put it up on the screen here. But this has been done with a 2mm crochet hook. And I used DMC pearl cotton in size 5 because it's really nice and shiny. See, that's blurry because my face is in here as well. Anyway, I'll give you a good look at the table next week in next week's video. Yeah, so I'm just gonna crack on really. I've had a coffee and a very large cookie from the wonderful Cult Cookies. If you're local to South Wales, find her, buy all her stuff. It's incredible. I'll link her down below because she gets me through some like really terrible days with those cookies. But yeah, even if you're not I'm a professional woman.
I'm a professional woman.
Even if you're not local to South Wales, she does do postal boxes as well, so check her out. And yeah, beautiful, gorgeous. I'm feeling good. Had a coffee, had a cookie, and I'm gonna crack on with some more work. We're having a good day, and long may it continue. See you later. Breakfast of Champions. Hello again. It is Thursday, the 8th of May. Today, feeling quite sleepy. just lethargic and tired. I've just had my lunch and another coffee, so I'm up to 2 for the day. I might have another one in the afternoon, maybe, if I need it. But there we go. I've got some cats, which is wonderful. Yesterday's resin pour came out very nicely. Let me find you something. Stick these little snakes. Do some little snakes. I do. There we go. That's nice, isn't it? There we go. So I did some little snakes, really nice glitter, a little pale pink. So I've got a nice, decent tub that need to be painted, not including the snakes, of course. So I'll get on with that in a bit, maybe. Try and leapfrog it. But I've done some more Cosmic Cats. I will link the video somewhere if you'd like to watch that. Yay. Hopefully I'll sleep better tonight and have a bit more energy tomorrow. That would be nice. But yeah, plan for the rest of the day, more cats. I get all the cats done. And that's it really. I'm glad I've got this written down because my brain is not firing on all cylinders today. But I'm here, so that's a win. I'm here and I'm doing stuff and I'm productive, so it's a win, regardless of how lethargic and foggy I feel. But yeah, so I'm just gonna crack on, yeah. And I shall update you later. Yeah, I think that's everything. See you in a bit. Very tempted to have a nap, but I can't, not here. Well, it's done. Got about half of what I wanted to do done. That's not what I mean. I got about half done that I did yesterday. So that's good. I've got a lovely big pot here. Things, helps if it's in the frame. Things I need to paint. These are already painted, they just need the backs put on them. But lots of different bits and bobs in here. Needs to be painted. These need to be assembled. I was going to try and do something with these. They're all just like cute hair clips. I'm not panicking about those. They're just kind of on the list. And then I got my cats, and they need to be demolded in a minute. But I got these guys done, and they look pretty nice in my opinion. So yeah, got to clean up some edges on those, so they're just kind of gonna sit for a bit. But then we've got black and purple glitter going in there, and this is either set up ready for tomorrow, or I'm going to try and do some screen printing now. But I am going to have coffee number 3 for the day, and then away we go. Ignore the gloves on bottles. That is black polyurethane that needs to be disposed of, because I couldn't get back into the bottle, so I cut the blooming nozzle off. And now obviously no. So yeah. But there we go. Let's get on with it, eh? Good morning, everyone. Another day, another check shirt. Pink this time instead of grey. I've not long got out of bed. I've been awake about an hour. I don't think I'll be going to the studio today, but that doesn't mean it is technically a day off. There is housework to do, so I might take a half day. Got some lovely friends coming over tomorrow, so that'll be fun. Planning on going into work tomorrow to finish off those resin pieces that we poured over the last couple of days. So go in, get those painted, open up the shop. Yeah. So today, finish off the tiny embroideries, get those ironed to get the pen off of them, and then put them in something in my bag to protect them. But yes, I need to have some breakfast. I need to drink this coffee. And I'm just going to stick some Teddy on and do some sewing, I think. Yeah. See you in a bit. So here are my tiny embroideries and the hoops that they'll be going in. They're just a little bit of fun. They need ironing to remove the ink and the creases, of course. But yeah, this one with the little starbursts I'm particularly pleased with. And I really like this bottom one as well. But yeah, so I've just got to show these a bit of heat to get the ink off and everything. And then I'll be taking them to work to make them up properly, because I've got glue backs on them and stuff. So yeah, not bad, nice and chill. Time for lunch. This is today's lunch on my crumpled blankets. When we work from home, we get to have hot things like toasties. Yay. Delicious tuna toasty. Yum, yum, yum. It's a sunny day today, so I'm equipped with my very fashionable flip-up glasses. Oh, they do look a bit dorky though, don't they? Oh well. So, I was very busy at the yard. I've got the shop open because it's Saturday and I'm here. I'm doing all that painting I just showed you. And I'm only going to open for a couple of hours, I think, because I need to do this painting. I'm going to finish off a couple of other things. And then I'm going to go because I don't want to have to walk through town when it's too busy on a Saturday. But yeah, just cracking on. Hopefully I'll get most of what I want to done. Hopefully I'll get most of what I want to do done this week. Words are hard. Any hoops. I'll check in a bit later. Today's job is painting. So taking all of the unpainted resin bits and doing this to them. It's a long job, but it's very worth it. I was naughty yesterday and I brought work home with me. So just a few supplies, but all this, look at those glitters. Oh yeah, that's gonna look good. It's gonna look real good. Yay. Hello again. It is 9:15 on Monday the 12th of May. Haven't done a proper check-in really in a minute. It's been a weekend. Yeah. Anywho, I, as you've just seen, took work home with me at the weekend. Packed up on Saturday and left mid-afternoon. Got stranded in town because to get home I have to take two buses. One takes me into the city centre and the other takes me home from the city centre. But because of the football game at the stadium, my bus stopped a stop short and the next one was going to be the opposite side of the city, and that's not a walk that I could have done on Saturday. In my younger years maybe, but yeah, not for this chronically ill girly. So had to panic order a taxi home, so that was more money than I wanted to spend, but never mind. I got home, it was fine. I just sat on the sofa and did some crochet, then I hung out with some friends and that was really lovely. And then we had a chill Sunday where I did a little bit of work in the dining room, and we just chilled out. We played some video games, watched Lower Decks. That was fun. If you're a Star Trek fan and you've not checked out Lower Decks, do it. It's hilarious. Anywho, yes, it's Monday. Maker Central is in a few days now. I'm going to do one more resin pour. Today I'm just going to do plain white. I've done a lot of glitter, so I think I need to do some plain white to restock that. That will be lovely. It should be a nice quick pour as well, fairly swift. And then I'm going to get on with some polymer clay screen printing, I think. Yeah. So cool. I'll check in a bit later. Sorry if this has been a long vlog, but yeah, it's been a long week so far. and it's not over yet. But anywho, see you in a bit. It has been a good print day. Minus that little mistake where I forgot I was using silver and started with black. Managed to fix it, got most of the print, which is great. But it has been a good print day. I'm very happy with how these will come out. Extremely happy. And that one, unexpected little flash of inspiration. But this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one are all silk screens that I have made myself. So these guys, I do have the animal print screen printing video on my channel. They were done with screens that I had purchased. These guys, I've made it. I made it with the Cricut. But yeah, so very pleased about that. They've come out wonderfully. Those screens needed replacing anyway, so I'm glad I had these all ready to go. But yeah, fantastic. Just got to cut them now. So results time for Monday the 12th. We did 2 shelves, almost 2 shelves. The bottom one is full completely. The top one, as you can see, it was a white pour. I couldn't fill it all completely, but there we go. So that's that done. If we come over here, we've got lots of blocking for the crochet. So that should be ready to go soon. I was going to get to these, maybe I will this week, but they're more labour intensive than they look. They're very cute and I do want to restock them, so I'm glad I've got this far, but I don't think they'll be coming with me this weekend. And then we've got 2 trays of polymer clay done, which is all lovely. Looking good. I'm very pleased with what I managed to get done today. There's these guys. They had to go in the oven separately, so they went on a different shelf. I also got this painted, nice and messy and free. And then I coloured in some wooden hoops for the tiny embroideries. So there we go. Productive day. So I'm knackered, but it's been a very productive day. I'm very pleased about that. I need to go home and switch off for a bit, if I can. There is one thing I want to do at home, and that is remove the pen from the tiny embroideries. So there's only 3 of those that I need to do. I'll put the iron on, that'll be done in seconds, and then I'll be ready to make those up tomorrow. So yes, very tired. Very pleased with my progress. Feeling good. I'm starting to feel like I'm actually going to make it to this weekend with what I wanted. So that's great. Let's continue it tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday the 13th. I think today will be the last day I film for this vlog. I shall start next week's tomorrow. But it is 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. I've been here for about half an hour already. The resin I poured yesterday is not looking good. It's very bubbly on the bottom, even though I did everything I normally do to minimize the bubbles. It hasn't worked. So I think there's 1 or 2 pieces which are okay, but I'm not going to be getting those ready for this weekend because it's just, there's a lot on my plate already and I'm not happy with that. so I think it's better for me if I just leave it. But the crochet is looking good. That just needs assembly now, so I'll get on with that this afternoon. I need to top coat and sand and assemble all of my polymer clay pieces. Looking very lovely. So they've had time to settle up. And I also have all of these tiny embroideries to make up as well. That is another 7 tiny embroideries added to the collection. I've got some very sweet ones and I've got some naughty ones as well. So I'm taking all of them this weekend. I'm gonna have one of my pegboards dedicated to all things stitch that are on my table. So hopefully I've got a full board's worth. I haven't tried it yet. I think I've got enough. I've got 3 different varieties of crochet earrings and I've got 4 different styles of pendants as well. So we should be good. We should be good. But yeah, I'm gonna do everything I can today. It looks like James is gonna be working a late one. So I don't think it'll be 2 10-hour days on the bounce for me because I need to get home and do some editing at some point as well. So fairly sure I'll be getting the bus home today, but don't know. We shall see. We shall see what the day holds. As I said, it's only 8 o'clock. I've still got the whole day ahead of me. We could be in for a good one. Either way, I'll check in again later, update you on the progress. Hopefully I can get lots done. And yeah, see you later. Lunchtime update from the Desk of Chaos. It's actually not too bad right now, so that's very good. So I've got a thing of jumpers here. These are all brooches and studs that I need to back coat that I discovered in my tidy up the other day. And then I've just got these guys to finish off. Just need to top coat them and then sand them and then drill them. But yeah, need to resin them first. And we've got the tiny embroideries all made up into their hoops. There we go. They're looking pretty nice. Need to put some backs on them and then decide what we're doing. So that'll be good. There's the backs ready to go on. Lovely, lovely. Lovely, lovely. And then over here is what we've completed so far today. So these have been glazed. I like to use a glaze instead of resin, especially on the paint splatter, because then you can still feel the texture of the paint, which is quite fun. But these have been glazed, so that's nice. These have been resin top coated. So these guys here on the right need to be drilled and glued and sanded. And then these guys need to be sanded and glued, but I can get those done today. And then these guys need to be sanded and drilled. But yeah, so it's going quite nicely. I'm gonna have the rest of my lunch in a minute. Some grapes and some chocolate salted almonds there as well. Lovely jubbly. Lovely jubbly. And then some things to tidy up. I don't want to leave this place too messy today. I'm gonna lay out, when I leave, I think I'll spend some time tidying up and laying out the next steps, next jobs for tomorrow. I think. Leave it nice and tidy, and then there we go. So it's home time on Tuesday the 13th. Time for a wrap up of this video. I've sanded all of these and drilled them so they're ready to assemble. Just got these guys to sand tomorrow. And then all these guys have been glued. These guys have been assembled and glued. And then these guys have all been glued. We've got a tray of crochet gubbins to assemble. And I've sorted out some more studs. It's little tiny jumpers. Very cute, nice and simple. But found those, they were already made and glued, so I just back coated them. If I run out of things to do, tomorrow, then I will assemble some more of these guys. But I'm not going to push myself for those. So yeah, it's been a productive day. That's about it. So yeah, that's the end of the vlog. Thanks very much for watching. If you wouldn't mind whacking that like button, now's a great time to do that. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. It is free to do so, and it really does help me out quite a bit. So thank you very much. All my links are down in the description. If you want to see more of my work, my Instagram and website are down there too. And if you'd like to support me, my Ko-fi link is in the description as well. So if you'd like to buy me a coffee, support my caffeine habit, I'd be very grateful. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. I'll see you again next week, where we go to Makers Central and see if all of this has been worth it. I'm sure it will be. Any hoops. See you later. Bye.